Hey, YouTube family. Here is our culprit, 1957. We're being manipulated by the alien, and the way they're doing it is simply by subliminal marketing, which is actually something was not supposed to be used anymore since it was banned in 1957 when they found out that the way their 37 no sensories put a categories. You have hearing, touch, taste, balance and movement, body and awareness, smell, sight. Hearing. The aliens are in your ear, aliens in the palm of your hand, they're in your tongue, they're in your movement, your knees, your ankles, your buttocks, your shoulders, your neck. They're in your nose. So you see my nose kind of sometimes looks kind of weird. And they're in the bottom of your pupils. What has happened is these aliens actually miniaturize themselves to get so small to take over our body. And James Viceroy made a deal with the devil and with them. And what they try to do is they try to kill the sun. Now that the sun is back, they're having a hard time because here's what here is. When you look at the food, you see faces, you see things. But always remember one thing. You think you see something, but in reality, it's not that. It could be a toothpick. It could be what? We don't know. We don't care. But you have to remember one thing. Money grows on trees. Money's not free. So how do we do something? We go to the store and we spend cash. And we spend cash. And we do this. And we fold it, but we don't realize as we fold it, there's things that jump out of it that can contaminate you, just as I showed you on the quarters, just as I showed you on the pennies. Anything can look like whatever you want, but in reality, what is the message? Is it a 20? Is it a 200? What is it? We'll never know. But always remember one thing. It's not what you think. It's the fact. When you hear this, pay attention. Well, this is a song that appreciates the other side. But if you notice, the computer is not allowing me to do it because it's true. Those seeds that I showed you, it's them. They're in your food, they're in your body. I've shown you everything in the videos. 1906, James Viceroy experiment. Facebook conducted with moviegoers for 1/3 a millisecond. Then he did bestseller techniques, advertisement to motivate consumers. Sold sub-commercial after testing whisper messages. Now here we go. Motion pictures, seduction books, public notice, stimuli liking judgment, admitted to frame, background music supermarket, expanded in vision, spando vision, computer, self-hypnosis to achieve goals without going to work. That's alien. Subliminal semantic activation. Subjects are similarly primed with what quickly flashes presented. The subject judgments are biased because of priming. That's alien. Lipton Ice brand for an experiment. Strobe clock Coca-Cola by priming not just subjects to drink brands, but also their feeling of thirst. Candy Brown, the priming only works in prime. It's called run. Ice was created. Then that's ice that doesn't melt for 4 minutes and 29 seconds. That's alien. So now we go to here and we go to there and we start thinking that make no sense. So look at his work. Look at his work. Let's see what his work says. And when you see something, don't be afraid. This is James Viceroy starting to attack all of us. And there they are, the aliens, in the food and his face. All the faces in his face are the aliens that were coming to him, and they were getting to finally take possession of him. They're in the cheek, they're in the nose, they're everywhere. Look at it. Why is there faces in his face? Why would there be faces in his face? Why would there be faces in his eyes? Is that subliminal marketing? So we could go buy what? Those are the aliens. They're here now. What they did, we had the lunar eclipse. They said we didn't do it right the first time. Let's do it now. But they didn't count on a Mexican named Luis Esteban Martinez Encounter 2018. I took it to the next level. I spiritual war. And this video right here is gonna ring all the bells. And today I fought something that was, not to be disgusting, but you have private parts in men. They got so big, I don't understand. But it didn't look that big, but it weighed a ton. Then I had a lobster on top, and I took of it, I played with it, I fixed it, and people started to say, oh my God, no one can do that. That's what used to go to all the rich men. Fatalities weren't up high, because what they did is they were creating a comfort in your private parts. And if you ask your great-grandpa, tell him what happened in 1957 with the food, what was going on with the water, why were steaks made smaller and smaller, because before you know it, the food was attacking everyone.